Now it's Emilio. There you go. Snorri should be able to see Snore now. Snore's on. I'm on. It's terrifying. There's Snore again. Let's see if that works. Let's see if our noises work too. We might be able to make a better Titantron sound effect from this than we have on our thing now. All right, let's see here. What do we got today? So we've got a bunch of them to unbox. Okay, yeah, we got a minute in. We made it. The thing is working. Hey, I can see the chat on my phone too. I didn't really need the extra computer over here, but there it is. So you've got a Titantron, a SmackDown entrance stage, and the Real Sounds Arena for SmackDown, and Snorlax. Yep, that's Snore. And then we've got a whole lot of figures to play with. I haven't counted them all. One of these days I should do that. Snore, you want to count with me? You can only count the Snore, so it won't be very helpful. Let's see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, through the McMahon, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, if you count the Stone Cold. That's one round. Oh, God, I'm not going to do all this. Let's move this thing out of the way. Charge it if we need it. So, yeah, we got a bunch of DX there in the middle. There's a lot of Triple H's. We got like 4 to unbox at least. So there's a lot of Triple H in that we can still unbox. One Sock Jones? Hell yeah. That's the only way. We have the 2 Hollies, Crash and Hardcore. We've got a few Kurts, but we need more Kurts. Undertakers. We got 6 Undertakers out of box. That's good. Couple of Canes. I feel like I'm lacking in Canes. I feel like since he was one of the original ones, that I should have like 5 of him too, since I have like 5 of everybody else that's been out for a while. But enough of that nonsense. Let's see what actually happens. Snore. Let's do this one first. Steve Blackman. And if you'll notice, the Titantron doesn't have that. He's not on there. He's not on the bottom of... Oops. The SmackDown stage has a nice little thing, so you can see who's on there. Bubba, Chris Jericho, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, all those guys. Rikishi, Grandmaster Sexay. Right, so we've got quite a crew on there. And then the box for this one tells you who goes on the Real Sounds Arena, which there's quite a few of. That one's got a lot. I need to turn that one on, actually. This has a switch on the bottom. Most of them do.
World Wrestling Federation Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Brings to you SmackDown Live.
Let's see if you can hear that. If I hold it closer. So yeah, the entrance ramp, the entrance stairs are what actually you interact with on that one. Yeah, let's bring up. Are you seriously counting? Yeah, it's counting. It thinks somebody's pinned on it. It's a slobber knocker. So can you hear that at all? Can you hear? I need a phone stand. That's what I need. I forgot. I need a phone stand so I can play with 2 hands here. I didn't think that through. I'll have to have Mrs. Jive help or something. I'm excited to get this barbell out of here, too. Come on, Steve. What do you got, buddy? Who else came with this one here? Yeah, fun line. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, they've got Eddie Guerrero, Steve Blackman. Neither one of those ever were used on any of their Tron sets. So that's interesting. So we don't expect Steve Blackman to actually do anything, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's see. So he's got the thing. He has the magic. Whoa, that barbell is actual metal. That is actually metal. Not plastic. Isn't it? How do I prove that on sound in here? Flicking it? It feels metallic. It does not feel like it. Fuck it. That could be the most interesting one I've ever seen, just because putting metal in seems insane. Oh, he fits! Just barely. Look at that, he wedges in there. Oops. Yeah! Small screen. Do I need to go sideways? What if I go sideways? Is that better? Yay! Okay. Yeah, so that's the generic song. I expect he'll do the generic song on the SmackDown stage too. Good job, Steve Blackman. Check this out. He's got a huge barbell. In the middle part is metal, Mrs. Jive. Dude Love, or Mankind, Cactus Sack. Woo! Let's see what he does. On the last one. Throw the trash over there. Screw you, Tron. There you go. What? He's fighting first. Will it do nothing? So he's supposed to be on the stairs here. We can make noises by fighting. Can we get him to do the outside noise?
What's he doing out there? I don't know, but somebody better call security.
Yeah, somebody better call security. Oh, shit. So, since I don't think he's recognized by this set, I don't think he'll do anything. Because on these Real Sounds ones, they don't have a generic intro. So he'll just do nothing on that. Okay, let's see here. Do we open Kurt Angle, The Rock? Should we open the Cactus Jack? The awkward as fuck Chris Jericho? The awkward as heck Triple H? Who else we got here? So we got a Kurt Angle from a mail-in giveaway. Kurt Angle from a promo. Chris Jericho, No Way Out. Rock with a mini dumbbell. Then we have the 2-pack with Undertaker and Mick, Cactus and Triple H and The Rock. Oh yeah, the Stone Cold Glow in the Dark one. I vote Kurt Angle. All right. All right. Let's do the mail-in one. So this one, let's see what the heck this is. Snore. Would you like to help us? Snore. Okay. Snore. Snorri, how do you feel about this? Here's Kurt. What you got, Kurt? What is it? Plastic? All right. You hold the camera, please? Snore. Okay. Can you hold it? No? Okay. Swear he's useless. He's the best, though. I miss him so much when I was sick. Did it just turn sideways again? Oops, I damaged the card a little bit now. Kurt Angle WrestleMania X7 exclusive figure. Nothing on the back. Barcode. But it comes with 2 medals, which we have another one that came with 2 medals, which is really cool. So that's awesome. There you go. Yeah, sorry. When I flipped to my face cam, it flipped to Timey Cam, I think. So yeah, there he is. Ooh, look at those trunks. Dun-na. King Kurt. No butt stamps. But he's looking ripped as always. Let's see here. Which head scan is this? I think, yeah, this would have been a real scan one from the looks of it. Most of his are all pretty much the same. They don't look that different from what I'd seen. Kind of hard to tell, but... Well, this is a late one. But this is also a 7-inch one. This one right next to it. You can see there's like a little bit of a size difference. This one.
It's true.
See, he makes noises all on his own. It's true. He's a back-talking slammer. You can see on the back he's got the holes in it, so he has 3 watch batteries in there. And he only says it's true, so we think he might be broken, actually. Play his boombox, Snore Snore. That's a good point. We do have his boombox over here. We could just play that. So he's got 2 medals. And they say WWF.com on them. That's even funnier. They're WWF.com little medals. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's a great Kurt. Let's see what he does. Who's he going to trigger? Entering the Titantron! I should let him do it. Sorry. He's the Undertaker! My God! Kurt Angle is the Undertaker! Oh my God! I didn't see that coming. Oh, hi, Dan. How you doing? Yeah, it turns out that Kurt Angle is actually the Undertaker on the first Titantron. Let's see what he does on the SmackDown entrance stage. Oh, he should play on this one. He should be Kurt Angled. Oops, his hand is in the way. And he's down. I got him all twisted. Hold still. There he goes. Listen, Whites. Here. He didn't want Steve Blackman's weights. Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Okay. Okay, and let's see if he does anything on this. I don't think he's registered on this one either. Nope, it's just restarting. Play the song Jack talking. Yeah. That's Kurt. So we opened Steve Blackman a minute ago. He is angry. He plays the generic sound effect on that one, the generic sound effect on that one, and he doesn't do anything on that one. And he comes with a sick weight bar that's actually metal. You can see I'm trying to press on it. I can't bend it because it's an actual piece of metal. Since when did they have metal accessories with these things? That Titantron figure just went up a lot in some people's eyes, probably, just because of that. I know accessories are huge. Next up, let's do a 2-pack. What do you guys think? Rock versus Triple H, great famous scenes. Cactus Sack versus Triple H, or Undertaker versus Mick Foley. Or we have Triple H and X-Pac, and those are pre-scan ones, so those should have really awkward head sculpts and be funny looking. What do we think? We could also do a Jericho, or another Kurt Angle, or a Triple H, because I got like 6, or I've got, what, 3 Triple H's in box up there, a Raven, at least 1 Rock. Keep Mick in plastic? You mean this one, the Mick and Undertaker one? I actually really like that one. I kind of want to keep that one. I feel like I need to open the Cactus Jack one. Because I've never used him on here, and he actually works with this playset, the Real Sounds one. 1 for each heart attack. Which Triple H, though? There's 3 of them that have Triple H's. There's the Cactus Jack one, the Rock one, and then there's the one with X-Pac back there. That's the really old one. Really old, like a year and a half earlier, maybe a year earlier. Those ones are the pre-scan ones, so those have the awkward heads. Yeah, awkward heads. That's hilarious. We're definitely opening this one. I want to see the Stone Cold glow-in-the-dark one out of his box. Yeah, I could leave the Cactus Jack in the box. I think there's a solo Cactus Jack Tron, but you better expect me to pay money for it soon. Because I'm tired of not having him. All right. Looks like Stone Cold it is. Oh, it stayed sideways. Dun, 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 dun. This is a glow-in-the-dark Steve Austin. Feel the glow. It looks like it's been eaten by a dog. That's why we're going to open it, though. This is the beauty of opening these figs is I don't give a shit about the boxes. Oh, God, it literally just fell apart in my hands. That was easy. I wish I could make it dark enough in here. But check out those accessories, dog! That bubble is so yellow. Jesus, this one's huge. It's a whole backpack. By God. It's a backpack, by God. He's amazing. Close the shades on the skylight. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, get ready for one of the quietest, oops, sideways. Sideways or it sucks. There you go. Get ready for one of the quietest, Go, Skylight, go. Go, Skylight, go. Oh, shit. We have a serious Tron. Serious Tron collection. I love this. So pleased. All right. Shade closed. It made it. It survived. Yet another bout of activity. Now, we should definitely get some good action from these Trons for Stone Cold. I mean, he's Stone Cold, but check this one out. Let's see if we can get this on here nice and good. Gotta hold still long enough. Yeah, we're gonna be able to put a face mask on him or something. Half of a face mask. Oh my God. I have no idea where this is supposed to go. The hell is this thing supposed to be? Leg clamp, maybe? Arm clamp? Like, why does he have a tube that goes into something? Does this connect to something? Oh, there's a little connector at the end. This is accessory collection. Oh, yeah. Accessories on this alone are insane. Look at this. The backpack even has straps. He's supposed to be able to put it on and off. Even that's been yellowed and dustied by the sun. Yeah, that leather's going to break apart soon. Oh, there's another piece inside of it. Another piece just fell out of the accessory. Dear gosh. Oh, yeah, that thing does go in here. Are there not instructions with this damn thing? You remember when toys came with fucking instructions? And not just Legos. I'm talking regular ass toys. You knew it was a good toy. Yeah. All right. We're going to play with his accessories here at some point. Let's see what he does on the Trons. Get Tronny, buddy. Oh, he did it. Metal Stone Cold. Clorox that shit. I love that they still flash. The lights still go off on this. We took such good care of that fucking thing. We're not even going to wait. Oh, actually, we have his video screen thing, too. You can see Stone Cold's in there, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't light up. I need a new LED, but... That one doesn't sound as good. What's up, half-masked Stone Cold? All right. Is this one going to do World Wrestling Federation?
Ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen, it's WWF SmackDown time.
She's got to go through her
You
intro.
guys.
If you don't do something for like 2 minutes or so, she goes back to this and you have to listen to this intro every time. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Thank you, Kurt Angle. You can just keep making him say it over and over, too. All right, Stone Cold, let's see what you got here, buddy. Get on there. Come on, he works on this one, right? This one's such a piece of shit anyway. Yeah, Steve Austin's at the very top. He's number 1. All right, Stone Cold. You better work here, buddy.
Can you believe the guts Stone Cold had to say the things he does to Vince McMahon? Stone Cold can't be intimidated inside or outside of the ring.
I can't wait to figure out what the hell these accessories are. I've managed to connect 2 of them, but I do not see how the rest of them fit together. There's definitely a gun on there. A rotating gun. This gun actually moves. Holy shit, I need the rest of this series desperately. So if anybody comes across the Super Stunners line, I need them all. Please save them for me. I need it. I need it badly. Chris Jericho, get out of here. Yeah. Let's see what The Rock and Triple H are up to today. Famous scenes. So let's see here. How famous are these scenes? So there's even a little thing here to look through. This was $9.99 back in the day, by the way. At Ames, it looks like. Ames store. But yeah, we basically have a Viewmaster. Look through there. You see it? You see the little thing? Yeah, basically there's a card and a little viewfinder, Viewmaster thing. So we can look through and we can see the series of, you know, what this famous scene looked like, how it went. What do you think, Snore Snore? Good decision. I agree. It's open. Just throwing shit away here. Oh, wait, better save that. We get attitude points for that. Don't want to lose those. It says these are both Tron ready, right? Oh, Triple H comes with a knee brace. Andy comes with 2 knee pads, which is nice. There's our Tron ready, baby. He's got the resistor, and he's got 2 elbow pads. And this is open mouth one. Okay. So if we look at our other Trons for Triple H here, you'll see we have a few different, couple different faces. Yeah. So usually there's tight-lipped, angry Triple H. There's yelling Triple H, open mouth Triple H, which looks like we just got another one of those ones out of box. You'll notice the hair's longer on this one than the other one. The hair looks more real. I think this is probably post-face scan. So let's see here. Based on how good this one looks, this is definitely post-face scan, yeah. See the things there. Real scan, real this, real that. Oh, that's telling you whether they work on the Trash Talking stage, Real Sounds Arena, and the Titantron itself. Okay, and here's our little toy thing. I don't want to lose this. Snore Snore, I ask you to keep track of the little card so we can take a look at that later with Mrs. Jive. I want to see what it looks like. First, let's play with our toys. Okay. Ooh, and our Rock. Also post-scan. Also comes with knee pads and elbow pads. Very nice. Very classy. Very complete. Need that. Let's see what Triple H he should do. He should do the Degenerate one, I believe. So we'll see X-Pac's face flash. Right? His knee brace isn't hanging out. The knee braces on this series are really bad. Nope. He is part of corporation at this point, I guess. So he goes for a Vince McMahon song. That's interesting. No chance! Okay. Anyway. Let's see what he does in this guy. Come on. Get that hand down. Oh, it's got his song. Spit water! Yeah, I'm spitting things. I'm gross. All right, good for you, buddy. So that's what he does on that one. What's he do on this guy? Come on. Come on, Triple H. Show me something. God, this one sucks. We need to buy a new version of this thing. Ugh. Bought it used, and I've regretted it ever since. buying the SmackDown stage new was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It is so nice, and it works every time still. These things do not get better over time. They definitely work way less and way less. Let's see here. Is he on the box? Because he may be like Steve Blackman and stuff. He's just not on there. Nope, Triple H is on there. He should work with this arena. We should hear some Triple H sounds. He played on the other ones. Come on, Real Sounds Arena. Did you go to sleep on me? Did we wear out the batteries? This is Jive. Make it better. Okay, we appear to need new batteries on that. God damn it. So that's disappointing. I can't believe that ran out midstream as we were just doing that. That's so dumb. Oh well. It goes through them a lot faster than these old ones do, because we had the same ones in this one for about 10 years. My brother and I did. Changed it like once. I changed it when I moved in here. My parents gave me these old figures. The Rock says... Know your role. I don't have one of those rings yet. They actually didn't make a cage accessory for any of these. There's only 5 play sets that work with these. So you see his foot there? It's got a resistor inside there. We're going to do the contacts in here in the corner and play his song here too. That sounds so bad. The Rock says. We got Urkel to do it. And then this one has a thing in the stairs, but it's not working. The batteries literally just died as I was opening these. So we opened at least 4 or 5 of them tonight. 5 so far. We opened the Kurt Angle mail-away giveaway from WrestleMania 17. The Stone Cold glow-in-the-dark Super Stunners with these ridiculous space-age accessories that I can't figure out how they go on him yet, but I've got half of his mask that says oink. Whole plate, Scott. The Rock says, and then there is a Triple H and The Rock. So they had a famous scenes 2-pack. And then Steve Blackman, who doesn't actually work on any Titantron set, but we have him and he's Tron ready. And the Rock and Triple H came, of course, with this cool viewfinder so we can look into it. We can observe these cool moments from the scene, or from this fight, by just sliding it up and down. So Mrs. Jive and I are going to do that, because I don't think it's going to work on stream. So we're going to take a good look here. I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody's definitely on the ground there. Very clear picture. Thanks, Snorlax. So who else we got? So we also have short-haired Paul. I mean, Triple H, which is interesting. We need to get one of those open. I haven't played with a short-haired one. This is my favorite Triple H so far, though, because this is pre-face scan, so you can tell his face is awkward as fuck looking. The X-Pac doesn't look bad, actually, considering. He just looks way bigger than he actually is. Way fuller in the face. So, that's definitely a classic Tron. This is from the early ones. This is before they could do the technology that just, like, tried to scan their face and make an accurate replica. Same with this Chris Jericho. If I didn't tell you that was Chris Jericho, who would you think it was? Because it looks a lot like the test. Test. This is a test. The test faces. Especially the pre-scan ones. It also looks a lot like the Edge. It also looks a lot like Christians. These are actual Jericho figures, too. So, kind of tough to tell. Yeah, it's definitely Thor. This one talks, too. This is a back talking slammer as well. If I turn his head to the side, he activates.
Come on! Don't you dare challenge Y2J.
Blonde man! Exactly, Charlie Ramone. Yarr! So even if I yell at him, he makes noise. Fuck you! See? So this is why they have the little hole in the tummy. You can tell the different... I said shut the fuck up, Chris! He doesn't stop. If I just leave him alone for a minute or so, he'll shut off. So the back talking slammers, one thing that's interesting, they're 1 inch taller. Look at the size comparison next to these two. They also have the... I said shut up! Oh my god, he won't stop. They have the hole in the tummy so you could yell at them. So they have a microphone, or at least some sort of sound sensor in there. We also have... We have a Kurt Angle one that doesn't have the microphone in it. So this, I think, was from Series 1, maybe. Because they didn't do that yet. And then we have a Stone Cold that doesn't work, that's got the hole in it. He's supposed to work, but he doesn't. We put batteries in him. He didn't work. It's very corroded in there. Very ugly. So we may not be able to do that. But the best ones we found are the back-talking crushers. It's basically a combination for Black Mirror surveillance. It's basically a combination between, yeah, I got to fill in rooms. Combination between bone crushers and Trons, and the back talking ones. So it was in between when they did the slammers, the taller ones. Oh yeah, over here is the row of ones that don't do anything. But yeah, you can actually hit like their arm, and they'll say, "Don't hit my arm! You're breaking my leg." Sorry, that's the Road Dog one, which is the only one we have. And it works the same way where you twist their neck to activate them. If you just let them go for a minute, they shut off, or 30 seconds or so. Yeah, we have Just Incredible, 2 Tazes, Perry Saturn, Ken Shamrock. We have Eddie Guerrero loose. We have Eddie Guerrero, the same one, Latino Heat shirt in box. And we also have another Eddie Guerrero in box that I don't want to open. Steven Richards, which we also have in box. And Prince Albert. All these are Tron ready, but they never made a playset that actually supported these characters. So Steve Blackman's going to join them on the wall of rejected Trons. Congratulations. Welcome to your new home, friend. Yeah, thanks, Just Incredible. And then we have Crash and Hardcore Holly, which, if I'm not mistaken, one of them works on this set. If the batteries work. Or they work on the, not the Trash Talk, it's, yeah, Hardcore's on this one. So as weird as they are, they still got one that worked. But these really famous, really awesome wrestlers like Perry Saturn and Ken Shamrock and stuff and Taz did not. What do you know? Yeah, we do have a lot of Legos, too. I'm so sorry you got a bad Toblerone Pro. It breaks my fucking heart. All right, let's open some more wrestling figures. Snore, your thoughts? Canadian Toblerone. Like that's somehow better or different. So now, let's open it. Let's hold it upside down. Bye, guys. Do-do-do. Awkward Triple H. That is not a Triple H face. I have no idea what that is. That thing is hideous. Dear God. I'm going to have so many nightmares tonight. But I like his pants on this one. I like the silver. Looks good. But my God. I don't know. This is Double H at best. Oh, let's see this. Let's see the Waltman, the Shawn. He looks a lot like the other ones. Pre-op Triple H. But I like this. I like the green. It's a nice color. I think this shirt matches the shorts one that I just got today, actually. Where's my Shawn section? Shawn, not Shawn, like Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Waltman. The other Shawn. So you can see here. Yeah, this does look like his other shirt. Yeah, so they reused the shirt, but they gave him shorts on this old one. So we've got very similar ones since I just got one of these the other day. The DX, you can see that this is the only one that actually has the real head scan from later. You can tell how stretched his face is, which is accurate, Robert. But I love these old ones. The head sculptors like, we can't quite get his head and his face right. We'll just throw some glasses on him and shit and cover it up. And a headband. It's way easier. Fuck it. It's better than doing this. Dear God. I'm gonna throw up, Mrs. Jive. Yeah, we should hear some Degenerate time. Come on, buddy. Come on. Why doesn't he want to work? Come on, baby. God, I love these old things. Yeah! Maybe it's because it's a 1999 toy on a 1999 set that my brother and I played with a lot. Yeah. So I can actually tell you the difference, Pro, is not their likeness. It's because if you look at some of these, if I find one here, it should say Real Scan somewhere. Like these ones, actually. You should see a Real Scan logo. So, oh, there it is. So you can tell this one is a later Triple H, and it looks a lot better. Because they actually scanned his face for it instead of somebody freehand sculpting it and trying to do their best from, like, pictures. Which is what happens with this. So halfway through the line, they switched to actually having the technology to do that. And that's why half of these look horrible, and half of them look actually decent, but still pretty bad for the most part. Because the technology was still pretty new. So let's see what happens here with him. Come on. Oh, generic. Intern edition. All right, Triple H, your turn. Dueling banjos? Dueling stages? No, can't get them both to activate at the same time. There he goes. If he plays King Grail's music, I'll laugh. Nope, corporate. No chance! I pooped myself. He looks like he pooped himself. He really does. That's terrifying. That is bad. What do you got over here, buddy? Oh, yeah, that's right. He has a song on this one. I don't think I have his card. Whose cards do we have back there? We have the Dudley Boys, Hardys, Undertaker. Ugh, who else? Dudley Boys, Undertaker, Y2J. Oh, we do have the game. We could put his card in there. If it only lit up. It's him smacking the rock from the looks of things. So yeah, that slides into that little thing right there in the back. You can see there's a little slide up there for the Stone Cold one. Yeah. So Awkward Triple H has officially been unleashed. Oof. So we've opened 6 tonight. Let's do some old ones here just for fun. Who do you want to see? Gangrel? Let's see here. Well, it flipped over, didn't it? It's trying to change. We have Undertaker, Kane. We haven't seen a Kane. We haven't seen a Rikishi, Grandmaster Sexay. Edge, Christian, Big Show. The APA only works on the big one, pretty much. But yeah, you never know what they're going to do in the old ones. Sometimes they play the generic songs, sometimes they work. Sorry, Candy Bender. Candy Killer. How you doing? So yeah, we opened a few tonight. We opened glow-in-the-dark Stone Cold with weird space accessories. He has a backpack. Mail Away, WrestleMania 17, Kurt. A Rock and Triple H 2-pack, famous scenes, and then Triple H and X-Pac one. And my Real Sounds Arena died halfway through the stream. So yeah, that's fun. Let's run some more fun people through here. What's up, Grandmaster Sexay? What does he do on the old one? What'd you do over here? Oh gosh, I forgot his head barely fits. gonna have to stick his foot out and bend his body backwards. He's gonna have to do that sick lean. Shout out to J&J for helping us get a lot of these and giving us the term sick lean. There he goes. This one is one of the pride and joy of my collection. This one's amazing. What does that say? Looks like I have to open it. I need to get a Phillips head screwdriver. I think it's double A's from the looks of it. It's double or triples, but it's pretty easy. Well, that was really weird. Did that just play Mick Foley's song from Brian Christopher? I think it did. Let's try that one more time. I'm Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sexy. I'm Jerry Lawler's son. I'm Mankind. Whoops. I guess I'm Mankind now. His glasses are over there in a plastic bag. He has the yellow glasses, too, to go with it. Okay. Let's see what he does over here. And this one, I think you should play his song. Because he works on this one. Do things. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's hot. Thanks for the follow. That one's pretty awesome. Rikishi plays one on here too, right? Yeah, his is, I'm a fat man. I'm a fat man. And he fell. I know what y'all came to see. You can see the cellulite in his ass. This figure is cellulite accurate. You're welcome. Probably 3 or 4. Let's see what he does on this one. Rikishi on the original Titantron. He's corporate. My God. Rikishi is team corporate. I didn't see it coming. I mean, considering his children, it makes a ton of sense, actually. What's that? Thank you. Oh, and now I need to get a screwdriver. I'll be right back then. Oops. Phillips head. Decent size one. Like jack size. I didn't realize I got 2 more stands in this, too. Nice. I'll have to keep those aside and add them to the collection. We got batteries. Mrs. Jive is saving the day. Trying to fix the one that's broken. What else we got to scan here? Oh, we haven't done the Hardys yet. With 3 DUIs in 3 companies, it's Jeff Hardy! Finger bang bang! Finger bang bang! That's pretty awesome, though. Doom, 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 doom. What's that? Oh, thank you. She tried. Oh, yeah, there's their card. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, no, I broke it. No, I didn't break it. I cracked the top off. It'll come right back on. Tilt it over. Okay. Time to do some fun. Time to do some midstream repairs. Nope, no. Really? You've never seen one? All right. I'm glad. That's what we're here for. I love this stupid thing. This is literally the one from my childhood. From my little brother and I played the heck out of this. A bunch of, like, about 10 of these figures are. We've obviously grown a little since then, but yeah. This was the bee's knees in 1999 for us. We thought this was hot shit, to say the least. Those seem to have gone fast. This is why I'm trying to collect them all. Because it's mostly the nostalgia, right? But it's also really funny. It's kind of like you said, the entrance great ones and stuff, being able to play their song and be like, yeah, Sean! Oh, Sean! There's so much John Cena. It absolutely was hot shit in 99. I really loved it. I still love it. And I mean, like, even my little nieces and nephews, when they come over and play, cousins and stuff, will play with it, like, at Halloween, Christmas, or like Christmas and Thanksgiving, we'd have things. Not Halloween. The fuck am I talking about? So I'm losing my mind. Sorry. Oops, I'm blocking myself now. Anyway, this way you can at least see my ugly mug for a minute. I'm trying to do this. My mustache has been absolutely dismembered by the fucking bitch at Great Clips. I'm sorry. By the person who did not follow instructions to not touch it. And decided to take shears to it. It's usually much more majestic and handlebarred. I apologize. Pro, please tell them how pretty I am. I could ask my wife, but I think the pro knows better. So we reattach this little piece. Oh no, I took some of the... It appears I stretched the rope somehow, or messed them up. I may have to mess with those a little bit. Once they get unstretched, once they get stretched the wrong way or something, you know, it's just a pain in the ass to get it right again. You gotta group them, or pull them and stuff. Ugh. Good enough. There they go. Whoop. So yeah, then I gotta reattach this thing. This goes on here somehow. Let's see if we can get it here. Whoop. By the way, Candy Killer, where are you going in Florida? Because we were just down there. We get on there a fair amount. Okay, so maybe it's not the batteries. What is wrong with my toy? Hello. This is bad. Oh no. Well, that's like $100+ right there. Hey. Ho! Ugh. The Real Sounds Arena is being a butt. I'll have to retouch all the connections and stuff too. It's not working though. This consists of several pieces that come together, and a lot of them have contacts. So if it gets loose in the wrong places, it just stops working. Ugh. Which is kind of annoying because it should just work. Or at least the base should, in my mind. Or this is the end of this piece of shit. And it's time for me to buy a proper real one out of the box, sealed. So I know it's going to work, so I don't get embarrassed like this next stream. Because this is ridiculous. Orlando. Ah, nice. Northport, then St. Pete. Ooh, really doing it all. That's okay. Either it'll work and it'll get fixed, or we'll keep playing with the two we got. We still got to get the Trash Talking Stage and the other Real Sounds Arena. There's a Sunday Night Heat one that I want. Mostly because they have JR's voice, and JR is my favorite. Hi, Neon. I love this. This is one of my favorite and most awkward, shitty ones, especially because it's from the Scan era. We have Ginger Undertaker with the ginger ponytail, which, as far as the awkward Trons go, I think this is definitely up there for me in terms of the worst ones. But it does look cool. Yeah, it's like, it looks accurate. But Ginger Biker Tron, I was never a big fan of Biker Taker. Biker Undertaker is not my favorite. Ginger Biker Taker is just hilarious to me. He's got his urn hand ready. Urn hand! By God! Undertaker, your brother lives! It's Kane! It's Kane! Yeah, I like the Dead Man too, but that image change was pretty necessary in the switch away from the Tombstone to extend his career, really, considering the injuries and the damage that thing did to him. So, Last Ride was a safer finisher, for one thing. Undertaker, you're not going to do anything on here? Undertaker, you're Bad Bear. Bad Bear! We have another Ginger Taker over there, too. He's right there. He's upside down, probably. Ugh. Kane? Oh, that was fast. Kane is not fucking around. 2050. I seriously thought there was something really wrong with him when I was a kid. I didn't like this face very much either. I still only have 2 Kanes. Yeah, he just plays the generic music. So both of these ones have a generic one. You can see the WWF logo there. And this is just playing like the SmackDown song. But these ones, if they just don't recognize the character, they just don't recognize the character and they don't give a fuck. So they play nothing. So like then you have all these ones. So all these that never were part of a set. These poor people that never they got Tron figures, but they never got added to a playset. Poor Taz, nothing will ever be heard for him, except on these ones, where at least play the default sound. But you never know. Let's see here. Let's try the Tron Taz. The fun part about the first one is, a bunch of ones do different random stuff, because they reused them later. No, it's random. Yeah, Taz! That's a great figure, though, in my opinion. This is Taz. I think that's a really good one. So how does it know? They have resistors. So these 2 things are connected to a resistor inside. And then when you put it on one of these 2 metal strips like this, or like the back of that one, or the big long ones on this, it completes a circuit. So the play sets have the batteries and the ability to, based on what signal it sends in through one side of the thing, the resistor, it passes through the resistor and it gets a certain amount back. So it knows basically like based on the voltage it gets from one side back to the other. Okay, this is how much, or which character it is. So if it gets like 5 volts or 6 volts back or whatever it is. Now, I'm not an electrical engineer, but that's my understanding of it. So I think it's pretty close. Oh, and of course, Gangrel was always my favorite one. I still have his goblet, which is sick. The fact that Gangrel was actually on here at the time was still the sickest thing in the world to me. Yes! Ding. We've got the Edge. We've got an Edge over here, too, from Brood Days. I think it's an Edge. It might be a Christian, but they look the same. Well, it's fun here. Let's have some fun with that, too. Who does Edge play as on the first Titantron? The Titantron! Yeah, Kyle and Cliff were talking to me about it. I do love the Trons. So that edge registers as that. Okay, what about Christian, though? I'm Christian! Ah! Worked! Everyone! Ah! Looks like a caveman there. Takes a fall. Oh, he plays Gangrel. Christian is Brood for life. Poor Christian. Can't escape it. You're nothing but Gangrel's bitch. Let's see who Gangrel does on this one, though. Oh, generic song, do-do-do-do-do, generic song, do-do-do. Back. Let's run Edge through. Let's run Purple Pants Edge through. We do need more edges. We only have 2 edges. Did you realize that? 3 edges, if you count the Brood one. But that's a Christian. We have 4 Christians and only 2 edges. We thought we had like too many edges and we had all the edges. Turns out we really don't, because we've been actively not trying to get too many edges because there are so many. I think there are like 5 or 6 at least. Meanwhile, we have like 8 Triple H's and however many Kurt Angles now. What? Edge doesn't do anything. No, but I'm Edge. No. Poor Edge. Poor Edge. What's up, Aaron? Hey, Ron. Ow! I'll mess with you all I want. Look how tall he is compared to his base one. So that's his Titantron figure. This is a back-talking crushers, or back-talking slammers. So yeah, these are the... So there's the McMahons, William Regal. Yeah, he won't shut. Well, he has a microphone. See that little hole in him? Every time I talk, he yells back at me. So he won't shut off unless I shut up for like 15 seconds. Can you imagine me doing that? There's Stone Colds. We have one of those back talkers, but it doesn't work. So we only got 6 of those, and then the Row of Shame, the Dead Men, tag teams. We've got the APA over there. A lot of Billy Guns. Oh yeah, this is all our era. This is 1999, 2001. A lot of Jerichos. We've got another Jericho in box. 3 Jerichos in box. 3 Triple H's. A Raven. An Undertaker that is sick and I don't want to take out. There's a Big Show and two Eddie Guerreros in box, but I didn't bring those out here. There's a Famous Scenes, Cactus Jack, and McFoley that are really cool. Rock, we need to open those Kurt Angles, too. We've got 3 Kurt Angles waiting to be open. William Regal! With Dan? Alright. And you plug my phone back in. While I'm doing this. There you go. So yeah, we just recently got that William Regal. There's only like 1 or 2 Tron Ready figures for him. And this is the only set I think he works on. Good old Vince. Does Vince do anything on this? Oh, he plays the game song. It's okay, Vince. Oh, we haven't done the Dudleys. We haven't done a Dudley. We haven't done a Big Show. Now, this is one of my favorite shitty ones, too. Pre-scan Giant. So, like, this one looks like the Giant, kind of. That one kind of looks like the Giant. That one looks like a Giant holding a sink. This one looks like somebody sculpted the Giant freehand. So you can tell where the line is between when they could actually scan human beings versus when they were, you know, just freehanding it and hoping they could get close enough. Which is hilarious to me. Let's see your Big Show. Big Show. Please. Do things. The people are waiting. Yeah, I'm running, Big Show. No. He's hot garbage. He plays something over here, and they'll say, this guy literally rips doors off of cars. Well, King? I think that's one of my favorite ones. By far. I think that one sounds really good, considering. What does he do over here? What do you do on the old one? Come on, buddy. Are there any good shows on yet? Heartbreak Hefe's on, maybe? You watching HBJ? I love these lights still. The fact that the lights still work is ridiculous. And Bubba Ray's Team Corporate. Makes sense. Makes so much sense. You know what we haven't done? Y2J. Break the wall down! See how bad it is. Alright. I'm near Chris Jericho. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Shut the heck up! I'm Canadian. Yeah, we are getting more Barbies soon. But this has been fun. We'll try to get this one working again, hopefully. If not, we'll start replacing them. So next time it's more fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Have a good night. We'll probably see you out there. Cheers.